Aquarius, welcome to your 5-card movie star spread. For those of you who have been with me since, I don't know, September or longer, you may recognize the kitchen table from my old apartment. With that said, I am in Illinois visiting some family, and this house here is full of love and laughter and many, many children. So you might see somebody walk by, you might hear somebody go up and down the stairs, you might hear Mario Kart or some piano playing in the background. Those are real people, not spirits, I promise you that. Just people. Aquarius, you are looking back on a portion of your life and finding all the good in it. You're looking back at some difficult times, some lessons learned, and you're finding the positivity. You're finding a gratefulness for the life you have and the life that you live. Because you're now managing to drop certain burdens, and you're learning how to manage your time, your energy, your passions, your responsibilities a little bit better. So you're looking back at the times in the past when things weren't perfect, and you're grateful for the lessons that you learned. You've taken some very difficult times, and instead of asking, ugh, why did this happen to me? You said, why did this happen for me? And you got something out of it, and you changed a little bit of how you move in the world. And you're finding that things are getting a little easier, a little brighter, a little happier. You are taking the time to adapt to your environment just a little bit better. You're getting the things that you want without having to go around anybody. You know, you're managing, how do I put it? The Queen of Wands in the upright can be a bit of a politician. She plays a role. So you're learning how to play the game rather than demanding your way all the time. And you're finding that since you're playing the game, you are learning how to ask for what you want and get it, rather than having to fight for what you want all the time. However, you are stuck on some ideas. There are still some ideas that you won't let go of, and you're going to stick to your guns. And that's going to make it hard to plant this new foundation, because here, where you're managing to be grateful for the things that have worked against you in the past, there's still a few things that you won't budge on, a few things that you'll stay stubborn on, and it's going to take you a little bit longer to plant that foundation for new growth that you want, because there are still some things you need to learn to let go of. And as I say that, the Six of Cups in the inverse and the Four of Pentacles in the inverse pops up. So there's still some healing that you need to do in regards to some of the things that you had to let go of in order to start getting your way, okay? And holding on to some things too tightly for too long has left your hands exhausted, and you're just barely trying to hold on as some things are slipping through your fingertips. And this causes a little bit of emotional ripple inside of you. So it's almost like your head is in a good place and knows where to go, but your heart is mourning the loss of some of these things. And that's what's hard to let go, is you recognize things in your life that are no longer serving purpose, and you're still trying to salvage them and make them purposeful. Okay? The universe right now is trying to teach you to let go of a lot of things. Okay? And there are still some things that, even though you know are bad habits, even though you know aren't serving your highest good, you're still trying to hold on to them. And as you feel them slipping away, you are mourning their loss, Aquarius. There's a mournful energy here. I'm going to pull 3 more cards on this. Interesting. So the Devil in the inverse is a very interesting card for me because another tarot card reader that I watch online says this is somebody who just quit smoking but still has the urge. That's exactly what's going on right here, is that having a glass of wine isn't a bad thing. Having a bottle of wine every night could be. You see my point? So addiction isn't about the actual substance itself. Addiction is about choosing that substance over and over. So the devil card can talk about addiction, it can talk about vices, it can talk about bad habits. It can also talk about that fine line between success and excess. Here, you're trying to change certain things about yourself, but the urge to go into autopilot and fall into all those old habits is still there. And what you're trying to do is look way deep within yourself for this stability, for this independence, to be able to break away from these things, because you're learning how good it can feel to adapt to that environment and to let go of some of these things. And you're going, how do I keep this feeling lasting longer? Well, it's right here. Don't fight the endings and lay down that new foundation. Give yourself the reciprocity you need and let go of these things that are causing you this emotional turmoil that makes you wear your heart on your sleeve and gives you the ability to be vulnerable. You know, there's something to be said in creating trust and vulnerability, but there's another thing to be said in protecting yourself and self-preservation and being this Queen of Wands and adapting to the environment to make things happen the way you need them to. So you can ask for things, not fight for things. The urge to fight is still here, but the willingness to effortlessly get is at your fingertips. So the choice is yours. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to keep fighting for everything you want? Or do you want to have that give and take, that reciprocity, that ability to let go of a little bit of what you want to find that compromise and get all things you need? The answers lie within you. The choices are yours. How do you want to move through this next chapter in your life? Do you want to play the game and compromise? Or do you want to fight and either win or lose? I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, Aquarius, and I'll see you.